Hey, what it do, what the business is.
It is another week in the books. It's the OndeckTV podcast. I am Spike Lou.
Man, holla at your boy Animal Brown, Animal_Brown if you're looking for me on social media.
I am Spike Lou on the same social sites. We welcome you. What's up, black man?
Absolutely, man. I can't call it, man. Producer Mxtra was goody.
What's going on? It's your boy Mxtra, the Minister of Culture is in the building. Mxtra3 on all things social media.
You sure?
Positive.
What you have on deck for the weekend?
I watched Dolomite, Rudy Ray Moore's story. That
Dolomite is my name, and fucking up motherfuckers is my game.
That was a great movie. I will say that.
You saying Tony the Tiger great.
No, it was, though. It definitely was. Eddie Murphy did his thing. Wesley Snipes did his thing. But the story, for people like us that are creators, to watch that, you'll definitely get something from that.
Really?
Because, like, he did the way that they showed him doing everything himself when people were like, nah, bro, we ain't fucking with you. And he was like, all right, cool. I'm going to do it myself. And how it worked out for him, that shit was fire.
I thought this shit was on some like goofy, silly.
Nah. It's showing how they wasn't fucking with it.
Are you familiar with Dolomite?
I'm not.
Really good.
Okay.
So I fuck with that. And your boy, the blackish stand-up, what's his name?
Deion Cole.
That shit was funny, though.
Yeah, it was funny. He had some laugh out loud. Like,
Yeah, he did.
Like, he really had one, like, on the floor laughing moment that I ain't going to blow for nobody, but he funny.
Oh, you was on the floor?
Funny. Yeah, I was on the floor.
Nah, he had some funny shit, though.
That was funny. So I enjoyed that stuff this weekend, man. What y'all have up?
Man, I had to go to Nashville. Shout out to everybody that came out to celebrate my brother's life. We had to put him to rest over the weekend. Shout out to everybody. I can't name everybody because if I forget somebody, I'm going to feel bad. Y'all all know who y'all are. Shout out to everybody who showed up. Shout out to everybody who texted, called, the whole nine. We appreciate that. Appreciate all of that. That's all I can say about that. Also, I did catch a little bit of TV. I watched that first Apple TV Plus shit, whatever it's called, that came out over the weekend.
Which one?
I watched the Newsroom joint, the morning show
What you
With
think?
Steve Carell.
with Steve Carell and Jennifer Aniston. That was all right, though.
Really?
It was all right.
I mean, they got a lot of
Was the first
good
episode?
actors in that, though.
Of course. It was the first episode. You know,
Do they do it Netflix out where they drop everything?
they dropped 3, and then they do week to week.
They pity.
I think that's better anyway.
That's cool.
Nah, run me my
We
episodes.
spoiled now,
Yeah,
though.
you're too spoiled, yeah.
Run me my episodes.
But you can tell they blew a bag on it, though. They got all the big dog actors.
That's what I'm saying.
And, like Reese Witherspoon, she bodying that shit. So it's actually a little better
Jennifer
than it looked.
Aniston.
Yeah, they
all of
cooking.
them, yeah.
Big 4K cameras and
the
shit.
story good though.
The story's good. It's on some Me Too shit, but it's a little bit. It's like Matt Lauer. That's what they doing.
Gotcha.
Steve Carell's like Matt Lauer. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
It's good. What you had on
Lauer,
deck, bro?
You sick son of a bitch.
Any nigga with the desk lock is
that's
sick.
you're a
special type of creep.
God, that's sick.
For me, this weekend, shout out to my boy G Field. Came in town from DC to celebrate his birthday. You know, it pops in the A, so we had a good time with him on Friday. He did every day this weekend. I couldn't do every day, but we hung out. We kicked it tough on Friday, so much that I had to recover on Saturday. And what else? Just on Sunday, got some work done. Watching my Eagles get another victory. I watched the Patriots lose, as I said they would when they had played real competition. Shout out to Sean Watson and Parham.
You should put some bread on that. Then.
You was on campus on Sunday?
Campus? What do you mean?
Getting your work done.
No, I work at home.
Excuse me, little girl. Little girl. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, you
but
know.
Yeah,
You know.
So yeah, that's it. That's what I did.
Fair enough. We got a lot of shit to get to, man. Good topics. We jumping back in the time machine, 2009. If you've been listening to us for a while, you know how we get down. We like to go back a decade, and we like to go back a 20-piece. We already did 1999 early in the year. Y'all go back and check that out if you missed it. Now it's 2009. But first, let's talk YG, man. YG headlined the Mala Luna Festival last week in San Antonio, and during his set, he invited a fan on stage to sing along with his now infamous song, Fuck Donald Trump. Now, when he asked the fan if he fucked with Trump when he was in the crowd, he shook his head and said, he said, I don't know. Then when YG asked him on stage and to have him quote the chorus, the fan refused, prompting YG to kick the fan out of the show. Was YG fair or foul for throwing out a fan for not screaming fuck Donald Trump?
That's foul. Like, don't bring this young man up on stage and try to ostracize him because clearly, like, ain't no picture of the dude on here, but he's the Tiki Torch and Khaki Kid. Easily. So you know he fucks with Donald Trump. And when YG leave from his tour, this little kid still got to live in their hometown. And I'm sure this is a hometown that probably fucks with Donald Trump. Now, I get what YG was trying to do, but if the kid get on there and say fuck Donald Trump, that probably is adjacent to his aspirations of what he wants to do in life. He just happened to like YG right now. Well, I wouldn't say most of, but YG probably has a large fan base that is conservative. A lot of rap music consumers are conservative, so you can do one thing and, you know, just have fun with another. White people have been doing this for years.
For sure.
I say conservative. So I do think that YG put the kid in a compromising position, because when he is no longer in that kid's town, that kid got to live there. So, I mean, the kid did right. Let him enjoy his night, man. Don't bring me on stage and ostracize me like that.
Yeah, YG is a little petty for throwing him out, man. First of all, maybe throwing him out was the best thing to do. Do you want to put him back in the crowd? I don't know.
I feel like it was a crowd full of Trump supporters out there.
You never know.
And a lot of them were singing fuck
Where was
Donald
this
Trump.
at?
though.
Do we know
Yeah,
this?
it was in San Antonio. A lot of people.
Yeah.
Listen, it was a festival, so it's not a YG show. A lot of people I saw talk online were like, man, why did you kick him out of the show? He paid to come see you and all that. No, actually, he paid to come see a lot of people. YG just happened to be a performer, I believe. Like I said, he headlined it. So we don't know if he was there to specifically see him or if he was just hanging out with his buddies because his buddies wanted to see him. But, bro, you got to understand, this dude got to go live his life back home. And I got to give him some props because he didn't fall for that's a big moment. You in front of a whole lot of motherfuckers,
That's
dude.
smart kid right
and you
there.
could have easily just ran with it and been like, yeah, fuck Donald Trump, and nigga voice squeaking and shit, and he really didn't mean it. So shout out to him for standing his ground and not kind of falling for that. But to be fair, it is a YG show. He can do whatever he wants at the
Says
show.
YG turned to fans, wondering why someone who supported Trump would come to his show that he was headlining.
Again, it's not his show, though.
They said he was headlining.
He was headlining. It's a festival. This is where your boy slapped your boy. This is Russ beat up Guap Dad. So there was hella.
He didn't beat him up. But go ahead.
He might have been there for Guap Dad.
And nigga said, I want you to state your name and give a fuck Donald Trump. Like, nah, bro.
now you're not finna tell me.
I'm
what
not
to-
a rapper, dude.
I mean, this is
You know
all
what
in
I'm
fun,
saying?
though.
No, it's not for fun, bro. I'm not a rapper. I'm not gonna get on stage and be like, I'm such and such and fuck Donald Trump. No. I don't got money like you, dude. I gotta live my normal ass life after I get off this stage, dude.
But it seemed
Hell
like
no.
it was a fun field.
Not for that
time.
kid. He
But
got kicked out
then
of
why
the
they throw him
concert
out?
and
He
He
wasted
got
his
kicked out of the concert.
money.
He got kicked off stage.
No, he got kicked
Nah,
out
he
of the
told me no, he got
concert.
kicked out of
You
the
gotta
concert.
go.
No, he didn't kick him out of the concert.
How you know this?
No, I think the way he put it was that he getting kicked out of the concert.
He clearly says
Were you running security that night?
he clearly says he got kicked out of the show.
Yeah, he did.
No one said kicked out of off stage, bro.
He was escorted by security
Out of there.
off of the stage and out of the show.
So
Now,
if it's all in fun, then let the kid go back in the crowd. Like I say, this San Antonio, I feel like nobody's gonna beat him up. This
mean,
is
you
the
never
Mala-
know.
This is the Mala Luna Music Festival, bro. Like,
motherfuckers might have been drinking, full
the
of them
only
beers.
nigga fighting there is Russ, because he got security. He the only person with security there. Other than that, man, like this YG put this kid in a bad position and did even worse by kicking him out, making him waste his money. Man, YG should refund. He should refund this kid his money.
To be fair though,
Shout out to YG.
the kid probably shouldn't have accepted to go
Exactly.
on stage.
Don't go on stage,
He shouldn't have went
dumbass.
on stage. When the YG was like, "Hey, you want to come on stage?" He should have
just
been
said
like, "No,
no.
I'm good."
He got his goofy ass out there. Get your goof ass out of here. Next.
I still like that he didn't fall for the peer pressure.
Yeah, I'm
because it'd have
glad.
been easy for him to come out of character because he clearly
This is a
fucks with
life
Trump.
teaching moment for him, actually. It builds character.
And what?
Yeah, shout out to YG for teaching the kids.
At least he'll have character because Trump don't.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's a fact.
But nah, YG done some questionable shit. He rides for this song. I remember when he turned down, he forfeited his payment for a show because they told him not to perform this, and he performed it anyway. So like he's clearly like attached to this. Is one of his biggest.
He's a real
I
nigga.
love the song. Like, don't get it wrong or twisted. Like, I love what YG does with this, and he does his thing. Just don't put nobody else in a compromising position. But more power to him. I feel like he should continue to do it because this is a legacy song. Like, he gonna be able to perform this like as long as motherfuckers remember how bad of a president that Donald Trump was. They can reference "fuck Donald Trump" as a song.
That's a great point.
Yeah, this is right up here with "My President is Black"
Exactly. So,
to a certain extent.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Let's take it down south, man. Lil Wayne. Now, in part 3 of his Boom Boo Room interview series, Wayne was asked, did he have any guilty pleasure music that he listens to? That's how he said it? Whatever. That Bumble. Yeah. He name dropped everything from Anita Baker to Nirvana, not naming one hip hop act. Now, when asked about hip hop, he said he doesn't listen to any other rap other than Tech Nine.
Now?
Yes. Now, he's made similar comments back when he was the best rapper alive. Do you think that veteran Wayne should start paying more attention to hip hop nowadays?
Hell no. Like, if he was saying throughout his career that he's only listened to himself and Tech Nine, I would have a problem with this. This is why I asked for clarification and say it's now. Just now, like, it's hard to listen to new stuff. And they, like I said before on here, they did that study where you only music that you consume through a certain time period is what you listen to for most of your life.
For sure.
If I'm Lil Wayne, like, I've done this and been doing this since I was 12 years old, man. I ain't checking for Lil whoever. I don't care how talented they are or whatever it may be, man. Let me relax. Like, put on some Anita Baker. It wasn't until I got of a certain age, and you can call me washed or whatever, that I finally understood what my mom, and it was like when they like cut that racket off. Like, I want to hear some shit that's smooth, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to hear Lil Key right now, bro. And I ain't knocking Lil Key to anything. This ain't a shot against him. But Wayne, damn near 40 years old, I could see this. And I don't even know how he listened to Tech Nine, to be honest. I'm going to be completely honest.
Now, Wayne he said this several years ago. He mentioned that he's almost famous for not listening to any hip hop. He's kind of stood on top of that. And you can do that when you're the best rapper alive and you're dropping projects like the Carter 2 to Carter 3 to some extent. You know what I'm saying? You're doing big boy drops like that Big Dog mixtapes, which we'll get into in this 09 episode. But today, the Wayne now that's struggling to barely kind of put out that Carter 5 and was in limbo and has put out I Am Not a Human Being 1 and 2 and tried to do rock shit, bro, you need to be listening to what the fuck is going on right now in the industry so you can stay relevant. Bro, because Wayne doesn't move the needle anymore. And I think if he would have attached himself to some of those little kids or anybody coming up, he would still be relevant.
Like
what a Drake does.
Didn't he try that, though?
When?
But
Drake.
No, but Wayne is not like that.
I thought he did that 10 years ago with Drake.
I mean, 10 years ago he could do it.
Yeah, I'm saying he's done now though.
He wouldn't be done if he listened to rap.
No, that's not true.
Fam,
no, what?
You got to think how long he been rapping since he was 9 years old.
Yeah, he ran a long time.
Damn near 30 years. Yeah. I could see someone being like, you know what? I'm done. Like, I want to skate and like raise my daughter, and I don't want to have nothing to do with this. So I mean, I totally could see that. I may listen to Tech Nine to see why on earth he listening to.
You'll be let down on that.
Really?
Yeah.
You listen to Tech Nine before?
Tech Nine can rap, but he just doesn't make. Rap. He just the type of music he makes. I'm not interested in.
Describe Tech Nine's music to me.
It's just it's a little strange. It's just strange
music.
Indie. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he did there.
Yeah, it was
what good. like rock and roll.
It's just the subject matter. It's just weird sometimes. Like weird to the casual fan.
Gotcha.
And he raps fast.
Yeah, he speed up.
Yeah, you may not be into like, unless you're still riding around the Twister. And,
you know
what I'm saying? Like that's my point. But so number one, I refuse.
Rush is a classic.
Yeah, for sure. 25 years ago.
Still a classic today.
I refuse to believe that this is the single rap artist that Tech Nine that Lil Wayne is listening to.
Why?
Now, he did say hearing and listening are two different things. So you know what that means. He
hears it because he has kids.
He casually hears other people's shit. And, again, the nigga making mixtapes with Jack Beats when he was making mixtapes with Jack Beats, and he was using people's cadences and flows. So you clearly have heard these songs before, Wayne. So, like... Look, it's not cool to say you're not. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, fam.
It's not uncool either, though. I'm trying to see what your point is.
Weird. It's a weird flex.
It's not a flex. They ask him a question.
I don't listen to. Why don't you listen to hip hop?
Wow,
that's what I'm saying.
Question.
I don't think it was a flex.
Why don't you listen to rap, Wayne?
Question for you guys. Since he said this, right, and you say he should be listening to it, what album would you recommend?
Right.
Wayne?
Say, hold on. Y'all gonna tell me this nigga ain't heard fucking Kendrick, Good Kid, Mad City?
Yeah, is that what you recommend?
Like, you ain't heard that? You ain't heard this Jesus is King?
But you just said
absolutely not, nigga.
Yeah. You just said that Wayne
never listen to rap again.
You just said that Wayne did this years ago. He's always said.
Always said it.
That's my point.
Would y'all recommend him an album? What album would y'all recommend?
What's the time frame?
Over the last 10 years, we say. Let's say he hasn't heard a rap album.
2014.
Okay,
he'll be hard at you.
It's a classic album.
It's a good album.
It's a classic album. Something that Drake doesn't have.
It'd be
That's fact. That's funny.
You gonna tell me you ain't listen to Drake albums, nigga? You ain't listen to that? Nothing was the same.
That's
different.
probably why he broke. Well, didn't get the
We're not
money
breaking
that he
it.
was
Wayne's
supposed to,
not
not
broke.
listening to shit.
He out of touch.
All right, what
Would you be
album?
surprised
He has
that
the
Wayne-
preference of
Is
music.
yours Good Kid, Mad City?
It's Kendrick. Yeah, hell yeah. I'll be like, bro, check this out. Rap like this. You remember when you used to rap like this?
I don't mind it, bro.
I say mine
I'm
would
happy.
be 444. I want Lil Wayne to hear that and
I
react
can
to
see that.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's the quintessential grown man.
If he need to hear anything, I feel like he need to hear that.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe he'll cut his hair and clean up a little bit. We be like, look at Lil Wayne, nigga. Look at Dwayne.
Hey, man.
Shit.
Take the grill out.
You know the Rock meme where he was like it will be like that when Lil Wayne listen to 444.
It ain't nothing wrong with Anita Baker and Marvin Gaye, man. Let that man
Absolutely
rock.
not. I'm riding to that
I'm
shit
fucking
too.
with that Anita Baker heavy.
That's what I'm
And
saying. The
Marvin
Nirvana,
Gaye.
all of that shit. I'm riding to it too, but I got to mix it up. And it just seems like a weird flex that like, oh, I'm the king of rap, but I don't listen to rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro,
You're not the
I'm the
king of
greatest
rap?
rapper alive, but I don't listen to rap. Nah, that shit under me. What?
I think you taking it a different way.
But that's how it comes off. That's all I'm saying.
To you?
It's a weird flex, dude. Wayne.
It is a weird flex. I
It is.
see what both.
What do you get out of that? That's not cool.
But I don't think he was doing it to be
Well,
cool, though.
well, actually,
He's always been this
now,
way.
It may be a Louisiana thing because Lil Boosie always says that he doesn't listen to other people's music, and I know Kevin Gates at one point said he
Said the
only
same
listened to
thing, yeah.
Lido.
Yeah, you listen to Lito and like
He
one
said
other
that's
person.
It. You know what I'm saying? So it
That
may
was
be
cap,
something. It may be something. It may be something where Louisiana that they do that because they have a strong style of music.
For sure.
Like they. I don't know what they even call it.
The
Second
bounce music,
line,
yeah.
bounce music, or whatever it may
Yeah.
be. That
That's what it's
Drake,
called,
that
bounce.
Drake sample
Bounce
from
music.
there. Okay, thank you. And,
Whatever
you know what I'm
it may
saying?
be,
So they
it's
have a
bounce.
very
You New
strong
Orleans
music.
connoisseur.
Yeah. So it may be something that has to do with where they from.
He capping, bro.
That's funny.
I don't see the big
I'm not
deal,
biting.
man.
You believe it though?
Yes. He's always said this. You brought it up, and your first point was he said this 10 years ago.
I'm trying to think of something that you didn't believe this whole year that you.
I didn't believe that Tekashi got a $10 million deal. You did.
waiting on the day that you be like, you know what? This perturbs me.
I told you. Y'all believe
Yeah, but
Tekashi
Tekashi
got a
shit.
deal. I didn't believe it at all. I still don't believe it. Next.
You have no proof that didn't happen. You
You don't have a proof that it
some
did
nigga
happen.
that used to work for him. That's like, oh well, this didn't happen because we did this when I was there. Then I got fired. Now I ain't got nothing good to say. Shocking.
What are you talking about?
That
That
nigga
guy
that
that-
you
the
see in
DJ?
clip.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't talking about shit.
Nigga talking about, oh, we did this.
Y'all don't have
You
proof
can
that it
create
did
fake news like that.
It
Really?
was fake news. Shout out to Meek propaganda.
Man, this nigga was facetious as fuck.
All right, man. Moving on. Forbes. I feel like Forbes got a whole lot of lists that they're starting to put out.
Whole lot of lists.
This time, they released their 2019 top earning deceased celebrity list. Now, very interesting list. It was a top 12 list. 2 hip hop artists made it in the top 12. XXXTentacion ranked in $10 million this year, making the list at number 11. And Nipsey Hussle made $11 million, coming in at number 10 on the list. Are you surprised at these numbers?
From those two, no. Deceased artists, unfortunately, do make a lot more. I was just listening to Drink Champs, and I thought that Master P brought up an interesting point when he was talking about deceased artists. He mentioned Bushwick Bill as well.
Yeah.
It's those two, and he said that he was especially critical of BET. And he said that they didn't show Nipsey Hussle love or show his videos when he was alive, so why would they do it now? Other than just trying to capitalize off of him.
The wave, yeah.
And I could see that, but I also understand that BET is a media source. Like,
It's a business.
yeah, this is a business, and this was an unfortunate thing that happened to a very popular person. Now, he may not have caught their attention prior to, but they have a job to do.
Yeah.
So I would liken that to this with Forbes and people buying the music. I don't really think it's as cap, as you would say, as people try to make it to say, oh, well, y'all just start listening to Nipsey when he passed. Like, okay, that's fine. Like, at least they're listening to it now. I don't see what the big deal about that is. So I don't have a problem with them being on the list and, people reaping the benefits of the unfortunate events that happened in both of these guys' cases. So, no, it doesn't surprise me because death does turn the eye towards the artist sometimes, unfortunately.
Yeah, Jadakiss said, dead rappers get better promotion.
Yeah.
And it's, again, so the thing is, this is what happens when you pass away. A lot of people start talking about it. You get a lot of impressions, which is marketing, basically.
Especially the way these guys pass.
Exactly, especially in the manner in which they passed away. So Nipsey's music, if you were to press the average hip hop fan and say, hey, name a Nipsey single, the average regular fan may not have been able to say a single because he doesn't have a radio hit per se, like maybe like a Pac did when he passed, or like a Biggie or somebody like that. So you get a lot of people who discovered Nipsey's music after the fact that he got passed away from everybody talking about him. So when everybody's talking about anything, people go and try it. See Popeye's chicken sandwich. It's the same thing. It's just marketing.
They back.
That's what I'm saying. And they back too. So
That was an ad, by the way.
Yeah, y'all can have that. But that's what happens in these situations. So all it is just another form of marketing. I watched that Drink Champs with P, and that was actually a really good episode.
You watched it? Or
Yeah,
you
I
listened?
did. I watched it.
Really?
Yeah. That was a dope episode.
What makes people decide? Why do you decide to listen to a podcast as opposed to watching it?
Just
because you want to go? It's just convenient for
Exactly. I was convenient. It was, you know what I'm saying? I was able to surf on YouTube for a
you?
little
Watch
minute.
any podcast.
It was good. You know what I'm saying? Plus it's P, man. I got to, you know what I'm talking about? That's my guy right there.
It was a great interview.
And so his point was, and he said this about Prodigy as well when BT did the joint
same
at Prodigy.
thing.
Because he said if Prodigy would have tried to come up here, while he was alive, y'all would have been like, man, y'all would have closed the door in his face.
But come up here and do what, though?
That's why
That's
I was about
agreed.
to say, I understand where he's coming from, but at the same time, it's just not rappers. Like, if a white person in pop died tomorrow, VH1 gonna have it's no different.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
If Justin Timberlake died, VH1 gonna have all of this on there because he died.
Yeah, I feel like it was a very interesting beef that he decided.
Yeah, he
to
must have
take.
a beef with
I ain't-
BET.
I ain't
That's what it
get
is.
that.
But he's coming from a perspective of somebody that's not as hot as he used to be.
Who?
So that may
I think
P.
he's knocking on the door and they not letting him in. He like,
Oh,
well, if I
yeah.
passed, then y'all would be
Exactly.
playing my shit. Don't play my
Exactly.
shit tomorrow. But I still don't think that's fair though.
But he do got to understand there's a bottom line. It's a business.
Yeah.
You've got to make money. You've got to put content on your website and on your TV show that's going to get sponsors, dude.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
putting Prodigy in 2012, I don't know how many clicks you're going to get on that if he just for no reason.
I was listening
no
to
disrespect.
that interview. That 80-20 deal creep up a little bit every 10 years.
85-15.
Exactly.
Put some respect
It used
on
to
that.
be 80-20.
No, it was 85-15. It was always
Are
that.
you sure?
Yeah, tough.
I
Tough.
think they used to quote it at 80-20.
As the no limitologist.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
Because Pusha
it
T
was
said 80-20 split like Master P.
Exactly.
That's his fault.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
I
why
thought it was-
Pusha T not all that.
Yeah. Pusha T.
That's
Sent
why he
your
lost
boy-
to Drake.
Sent your boy home. What? Lost?
Got the biggest body in hip hop.
It made your boy take his ball home
Body.
and run from the playground.
Body.
Hey, real quick on this. First of all, is Forbes dead wrong for having a deceased top
No.
earners?
No.
Nah,
That's not
what
bad
they do.
taste.
No, that's what they do. How's that bad taste?
Nah, I'm just saying, like, well, come on,
It's
dude.
proving a
They got a list for everything.
yeah.
else.
They're just proving a point.
All right, just for out of
And the
curiosity,
revenue was generated.
who do y'all think is number one?
Dead people.
Yeah,
Michael Jackson.
yeah,
Yeah, it's definitely Michael Jackson.
60 million this year.
Jeez. Who gets that money?
It's a state.
Who owns
Who
the
is
estate?
that? That's bull. Like,
It's a
who is
state
that?
split between his family and other people, whoever had rights with him.
That's the
If you
question.
die, your family is your estate.
we know
Right,
their
I'm just
estate.
asking, nigga, who is his family that is going to? Is it Jermaine? Is it Janet, nigga? Who the fuck getting this $60 million?
specifically,
his
Yes,
daughter.
that's what I'm
His
asking.
kid-
His kids, his kids
Yeah,
getting
you
some
got
of
those
it.
little
Yeah.
white kids. that he
60
adopted.
million a year though.
Come on, man.
He adopted those little white
Number
kids.
2 is Elvis Presley,
I can see that.
$39 million.
That should be part of our reparations package to black people.
I can see that.
We should take that.
Elvis Presley
Come on
died
with
in
that. Run us that
77, bro.
77?
Yes.
Elvis Presley estate should send some of that to Chuck Berry's estate.
Yeah, run us
yeah.
some check. We need the reparations from Elvis.
For the
estate.
record,
39
Graceland gets
million.
500,000 visitors a year. That's where a lot of the money comes from. And they got a biopic coming out next year
Y'all wanna
with
see that?
Tom Hanks.
Oh,
He
Tom
playing
Hanks.
Elvis?
I don't know who's playing Elvis, but it's starring Tom Hanks.
Damn, Tom Hanks get all these goddamn.
I'm
roles.
there if Tom Hanks in it.
Hey,
Tom Hanks
I
be
ain't gonna lie.
body
I
and
want to see it
shit.
if Tom Hanks playing Elvis though.
Tom Hanks got a new role coming up in what is that movie? Oh, God, I just saw it. I think about
Man,
it.
you fucked it up.
I don't know what movie it is.
Great podcasting.
No, I don't know what movie it is.
That's too bad. Arnold Palmer, number 4 at 30 million. Number 5 is Bob Marley at 20 million.
Arnold Palmer.
Yeah. Shout out to that Arnold Palmer. If you didn't know, Arnold
golfer?
Palmer done
I was just
correctly
gonna say, hey,
is 60% lemonade, 40% sweet tea. That's the correct ratio for an Arnold Palmer
Only
drink.
a
And
fat
then
kid
Bob
would know
Marley.
that.
Yeah, Bob Marley, 20 million. He died in 81. His estate made 20 million this year.
He got a couple kids.
Tom Hanks, Mr. Rogers. That's what he's gonna play next.
That should look
Oh
wild.
no, I ain't
That
going
should
to
look
see that.
what?
That should look
That should
wild,
look
bro.
good.
Cool off that.
Real quick,
Y'all
Marilyn
done grow watching
Monroe.
Mr. Rogers?
Yeah, but they gonna
I'm
ruin
good
it
on
for
that.
me. I don't want to see no behind the scenes shit on Mr. Rogers. Just, I'm good.
Oh, you think it's gonna be something like
Yeah.
He might be doing some wild shit.
good? I'm good on how I
skip.
remembered Mr. Rogers. Just give me that.
Marilyn Monroe was number 8 at 13 million a year this year.
You read the whole list?
Yeah, we done with
Nah,
that.
Jesus
she died at
Christ.
62.
I
That's
just wanted
fucking
to see
crazy.
somebody
God.
notable.
Yeah.
Jesus,
See the
62?
post- Yeah, the post is everywhere though. Like who gets that money? Do she
Yeah.
got kids?
I don't know. That's wild, man.
That's horseshit.
Before we hit this music break, let's talk HBO. HBO has tapped Issa Rae to produce a new half-hour series titled Rap Shit that will follow an all-female hip-hop group who are living in Miami trying to make it. Is this the next hip-hop story you want to hear, and is Issa the person you want to tell it?
Issa is definitely the person that I feel like could tell a great hip hop story, and telling it from the perspective of a female group is great. I don't know if Miami is the story that is the place that it needs to be though. Miami does have a hip hop scene, and we see the city girls out right now.
For sure.
But I think that they may have been scared of the Atlanta comparison to what Donald Glover got going on. And you almost want to say, well, that's not music-based, but it is, because Paperboy is a rapper.
For sure.
All about my
Irv is a
Paperboy.
manager. But I still would have liked to seen it based in somewhere that had more of a richer hip-hop, more rich hip-hop history. Atlanta.
Yeah.
Maybe somewhere on the West Coast, L.A. again, but she just did Insecure. So I feel
Exactly.
like that those shows are big, so it kind of made them avoid the two biggest cities that they should have done them in. And New York is just like nobody's checking for New York music. So
I think, first of all, I think Miami is the perfect city for this. And you mentioned why. City girls. It makes all the sense in the world. You have to play
One
off
group?
of.
that's really the
Yes.
moment, though.
That's
Like,
what. That's what these networks are. They looking for what's hot now. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? The same
dying
way.
for something to replace Ballers.
The Ballers is some slaw.
That's
and we're glad that that's long gone. Don't fuck this up the way that they fucked up Ballers. But this is coming on HBO Max or HBO Plus Max, whatever the fuck it's called. All these new streaming
HBO
services, I can't keep up.
yeah.
$15 for this HBO Max, by the way.
I'm hot about that too. Like,
Yeah.
why is that different from HBO now?
Because they're gonna have original programming. It's gonna be all new stuff.
So I can just cancel my HBO now?
So HBO now doesn't have
It's a
original
separate-
programming.
It's a separate service.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They shucking me.
Yeah, that's
I should just be like, why do I got to get another HBO
it
service?
should be all one. That's goofy.
Like,
as
they should
fuck.
just combine their shit.
That's just stupid.
That's terrible.
Original programming, like HBO ain't got original.
Yeah, but it's a
Nigga
different
said
lane.
they got
Ain't
original
Insecure
program,
original.
bro. Like, I have an app right now that I can watch all HBO shows, and they're like, "Hey, come pay $15 for these original shows." I'm like, what?
You paying for the Apple Plus, right?
No, not yet. I'm thinking
You
about
just
it.
said
No, I watched the show. It's
it's
free.
no different
You
than
got
that.
free
bro.
preview.
If this was called Target Plus, you would watch it. It's no different.
But the point of that is that HBO already has a streaming.
I get the
platform.
point, but it's no different though.
What is-
all the other streams that you are watching? You're gonna do the Disney one, correct?
Where's the
You gotta do
Disney
that.
streaming that already exists?
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
no, I'm saying, but
As
they
a
gonna-
consumer, we getting jived. That's all we're
Jived.
saying.
You
Yes.
fresh off the Dolomite.
Tough.
fresh
Getting
off the-
jived, son.
Getting jived.
Telling me no.
No, but I'm
Nah,
here
man,
for
they
this
killing
though.
us.
I'm here for the half because look,
Is
Atlanta is dope.
going on?
Insecure is dope. Nah, they just Issa popping, so they just take hella
They
time in
a season
between.
off. They took a season off.
Yeah,
2 seasons off.
yeah. So
No,
so
it
did
took 1 year.
Atlanta, man. They ain't bullshit.
Donald Glover said that though.
Yeah,
What he doing, like Spider-Man or some
he
shit?
doing every fucking thing.
But
Like,
it was one big thing that he was doing. Why this didn't?
no, he was doing it Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah, which didn't nobody.
I was gonna
fuck
say, what
with.
happened to that?
Man, ain't nobody see that shit.
That's not why he took this last year off. That was before that.
He doing a gang of shit, man. But I will.
Why'd
I'm
he
here
take
for this
last
though.
year off?
Oh, because he a lot of different things. Other like
He
movies,
just said he was
stand
taking
up.
a year off.
Yeah, he was doing so much.
Jesus.
He's supposed to drop that album too. A Childish Gambino. Bro, can we get the album, my nigga?
Shit, nigga, y'all ain't gonna never hear
Can we
from
get
dude
that?
again. He
What you put This Is America out? You just put out just to fuck with
finna
us?
pull a Dave Chappelle on y'all.
You put the summertime joint out just to fuck with us? I
That nigga
don't
finna-
appreciate that.
That nigga finna pull a Dave Chappelle strong.
He gonna come back 15 years later. I'm gonna be hot at him
You
too.
remember Donald Glover?
I'm fucking with this Issa Rae look though. She's not writing it though.
Oh, she's not.
She's just producing it.
Oh,
So I don't
I
know.
think it's gonna be good. Anything Issa touches, I love. So
Well, nah, she's got that the
woman
black girl
sketch
comedy
comedy.
sketch. That shit
I never watched
fucking
that. I
garbage,
heard it was
dog.
bad, though.
Insecure is lit, but that shit
Can't
trash.
believe you ain't watch that.
I didn't watch it.
You that
I think
target
Sean Watch.
audience.
I think Sean Watch told me that it wasn't good.
I feel like you would have like tuned in opening night for that.
No, black lady sketch show?
Yes.
Why?
Absolutely.
I do love black women, unlike you guys. But
DVR.
Tough. You got the whole season on deck.
no, I never seen it.
Shit, what's the music break, man? What we got?
Our first music break is a new one from my guy, The Game, featuring Anderson .Paak, called Stainless.
That's it. We are back. That was The Game featuring Anderson .Paak, not Pac. Anderson .Paak, and it's called Stainless. How you feel about it?
Did Game pay you to play this?
You're a hater, bro. This,
I'm
if you don't like this,
man.
go ahead. Just tell us what you think.
No, I'm just wondering. We usually play stuff that people, may not have heard of. Like
This song just came out. You
this
didn't hear the song.
Game. Like, I feel like the Game has gotten to a point in his career where anybody else could, like, this could have been a hit for Schoolboy Q or Kendrick Lamar or J-Rock, but they just wasted this on Game. Like, there are no more hits for Game.
You're a hater.
No, I'm just telling you,
that doesn't make sense. If Schoolboy Q can do it and Game can't, that makes absolutely no sense.
If no one in Game's camp told him this,
So you didn't like the record?
I want to let him know there are no more hits for Game.
Okay,
like it's not hating.
That's exactly
You just got to face realities as an artist at some point. This be like Jim Jones trying to do another Ballin'. Do you realize?
What?
The Game had a single with Drake a couple years ago and no album came out? Can you name one other person in the world that's ever happened to?
I'm trying to see your point.
Yeah, it's quiet.
My point is, a dope ass beat like this and an Anderson .Paak hook deserves to go to a more prominent artist at this stage in Game's career.
And you know what's funny? I'm taking a similar stance. However, it's for a different reason. I thought this was too much of a cheat code. You got the West Coast Pac sample, you got the West Coast artist singing the hook, and then you got the super West Coast rapper, on the bars and shit. So it's just a triple down on the West Coast.
This nigga said
a little too much.
This nigga said, I'm a hater on Game. Game had a bar in here that literally said this is what LeBron would sound like if he was rapping.
What's wrong with that?
Dude,
Game can rap his ass off.
That's clout chasing. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
This
is what LeBron would sound like if he was rapping. This nigga think that LeBron gonna post this on his IG and he gonna get some traction, but it's weak ass single, dude. Get out of here, man.
You're reaching. Like, it's called you Mr. Fantastic.
I'm just letting you know how it works, bro.
This song is hard. If you don't like the song, you're a hater of Game.
I didn't say I didn't like the song.
Oh, so you do like you just complaining about Game because you don't like Game?
I'm complaining because they wasted the song on Game. If you're listening.
So you like the song.
For those not listening at home, like Mxtra's not.
I'm confused. You're all over the place.
Yeah, I like the song.
You like
the
song,
all over the place.
but you don't
it's
like
very
Game.
direct. Listen.
You like the song, but you don't like Game.
One more time for the people out there that are not listening.
I'm blinded by your pink
song
sweatshirt.
is dope. Song is dope. This is Peach. Song is dope. Song is very good.
For sure.
It's wasted on Game.
Okay.
I will say this. I would have liked to see somebody not West Coast on this, though.
Oh, well, it's your West Coast bias.
No, it's just a layup. West Coast artist sampling Pac, to me, that's the finger roll from the fucking that's a layup, bro.
So it would be just like a Southern artist sampling T.I. Would you say the same thing?
It's a garbage time layup.
No, with that being said,
it ain't gonna go far.
The song was fire, though.
All right.
All that being said, he was ripping. He ripped both of them verses.
He did all that to get. He ripped it.
Now he was ripping both of them
Other
verses.
than the part, this is what LeBron James
in true Game style, he was name dropping his ass off, but he was ripping it at the same time. So you got to kind of let him slide.
LeBron James on the track, nigga.
Yeah, Game can rap his ass off.
This LeBron James.
Anyone who think otherwise needs to be checked out.
This LeBron James on the track. Nigga.
I did see that Game. I watched the Game interview at Complex Con. He said that this is his last album, and when they asked him why, he said because his passion is not music; it's being a parent.
I can respect that.
Yeah, I can too. But I just thought it was interesting because 2 years from now, when he comes out with another album, does that mean his passion is not parenting anymore? Or does it mean he's making music again, or what? Because artists really never retire.
I know you and Miss Cleo can tell.
Did he say this before or after the $7 million sexual assault settlement that was not decided in his favor?
And I quote, he said that bitch is not getting $1, end quote.
That nigga asked Popeyes, was they hiring the other day? Swear for God he put that
all for her.
They put that on his Instagram.
I saw that. That was cute.
Right.
All right, man. We jumping in the time machine. This is not 2019 anymore. It is 2009. We've got a list of several interesting events that happened, several notable albums, a couple of debuts, a couple of big boy singles, even a couple of classic mixtapes. 2009, we're going to see if we remember it. Excuse me, if it's as good or as bad as we remembered it. Because if you'd asked me before I looked all this shit up, I'd have thought that 2009 was kind of weak. I'd have thought it was some slaw. The first album that jumped out to me was Blueprint 3. And that's one of my least. I'm not saying it's trash and all like that, but it's down there on the Hove list. And so I'd have been like, this year really didn't move me like that. Now that I look at it, it's a little bit better than I thought. Real quick, 2009, any albums jump out to you that you recall? I also recall this is a big mixtape year,
I was about
too.
to say, mine was-
Mixtapes, this is when mixtapes still mattered, and they were still getting put out at a high rate. And we had newcomers like my guy Drake, the Sixth God. He was born in 2009. So Far Gone came out, and he's been on top of the rap game ever since. So that is also probably the most notable project from this year that was not an album. What other projects were you fucking with? There's a couple of debut albums, a couple notable albums. Anything out there jump out to you?
This shit was some slaw. I don't know what you talking
That's a
about.
couple
What?
of projects.
It wasn't
on
slow
there.
at all.
I'm looking back over this. This shit was trash. But if I remember correctly, my favorite album clearly was that Superbad. That was Boosie's debut album when it came out.
Oh my God.
Tough. It had that Zoom on there with Young
Oh, yeah,
Jock.
that shit was hard. I ain't gonna lie.
That
That song went up.
tough.
That song went up
And
without a doubt.
I would say, well, actually, no, Superbad. That was the return of
Nah, I was
Boosie.
about
I'm
to
sorry.
say,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Yeah, I'm wrong. The return of Boosie. My Boosie album was his favorite one for that. Other than that, man, I ain't like Blueprint 3. I'm looking over now, and I just.
Since you brought up Boosie, I have a quick question. What
Yes.
is the song that he raps about? This is kind of total sidebar, but what is the song that he raps about him being in the hospital bed? It was like he didn't want to end up like his dad or something. I can't remember, but
It's older.
it's an old song. Yes.
You're not a fan if you don't know this.
Yeah, he get me right here. I don't know.
Oh.
Let me do my research. He talking about it being on insulin and shit like that on it.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with what you're talking about. I can't think of the song. Though.
Yeah, I saw it. It was random. It came up on J. Cole's page. He posted it, and it was a dope. Boosie was ripping it. I was like, "What song is this?"
You had to be old.
It's old. It is old. Yeah.
Get out of here.
Clearly, because he forgot how to rap.
Sorry about that sidebar.
But anyway,
people.
go ahead.
Yeah, I totally had the wrong Boosie album. I think, well, not even think I know, but I'm looking at this like the State versus Roger Davis. It was an okay.
That was
album.
solid though.
Yeah, that's a decent album.
But if we're quoting Gucci Man this quick, then I like that Triple
Now, my
C's
favorite album was
a
Loso's Way.
letdown.
2009.
I ain't like Loso's Way. That
Wow,
Wale
Loso's Way
Attention
was
Deficit
fire.
was pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah, the Wale debut album was
Was
actually
good.
that's a good album.
Yes.
I listened to that not too long ago, and I was like, "Damn, this shit is fire."
That was good. But
that-
this was a rough year in my opinion.
That
I
Gucci-
I can't even say what my favorite album from this shit would be.
I would say this though, that Gucci actually, that's when he went commercial. He had the Lemonade, he had Wasted.
Lemonade.
Shaking.
That was
Gucci
hard.
might have been the biggest star. in rap
Relax.
at that
Relax.
point.
Clips album was good
relax.
too this year.
Who?
Huh?
Clips album was fire. For me.
Clips Till the Casket Drops. That was their last
That
album
album was
together.
really good. Yeah.
That people call that a classic.
Yeah, that album was really good.
Y'all ain't gonna laugh at this, but that Haystack was banging.
I'm sorry.
That Haystack, the Natural, too.
I don't know.
You don't know who Haystack is?
Is that white boy from Nashville?
Tough.
Yeah. Put some respect on the 615.
Yeah.
So a couple of notable
Skip.
joints.
Skip.
Rick Ross deeper than rap.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a good album.
That was
too.
a real good album.
That was when the 50 beef started.
Yeah, Rick
Yeah.
Ross. He really showed us a lot about himself after that.
That Mafia
That
music.
Mafia music was hard.
That shit was super tough.
That Gangsta Grills album.
Yeah. That's
Philadelphia Freeway 2. Man, this shit was some slaw.
No,
Yeah.
Deeper Than Rap, the UGK album, Loso's Way, and Attention Deficit were good to me.
Those are 4 good albums.
The mixtapes were slick.
But the
better,
mixtape was
though.
good. So
Give me
Far
some
Gone
mix- tell me
and
about
No
these
Ceilings.
mixtapes. So Far
No
Gone,
Ceilings came
No
out.
Ceilings.
The
No
last
Ceilings was
good
cracking.
Lil Wayne mixtape came out in 2009. That was the beginning of the end.
No Ceilings was fire, like amazing. No Ceilings was so good. They were playing these songs in the club.
In the club. That's a
Like,
fact.
And he was no hooks. He was just rapping
And niggas was word for word.
word for word.
Everybody in the club was word for word.
He killed that swag surf beat,
Yeah.
the ice cream paint job beat.
That Swag Surf was his song up until recently. When it came back out.
We need to do an episode about the songs that are his. Like, I listened to that Squad 4. That, no disrespect to Styles P, man, but he might have took that
When
out
I
Get
Get High?
High.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. That's when Wayne could afford to not listen to other rap.
Yeah.
You still
And always, he
Still
took,
later.
that, he took that Mike Jones. Definitely took that Mike,
Mike Jones couldn't rap his way out of a wet paper bag.
That's fact. These headlines are way more interesting than these albums.
Hold on,
Jesus
before we get to the
Christ.
headlines. Gucci Mane, the movie part 2 came out in 2009. And the Bird
The 3D
Print
one?
3.
The movie part 2 was okay. The movie part 1 is a classic mixtape.
Birdprint 3D was fire.
Yeah, it was fire.
Yeah.
That Birdprint was fire. What other mixtapes?
The J. Cole warm up.
Oh, yes. Yes, the beginning of a classic career.
That was around the time we first moved down here.
Yeah, right before Nicki Minaj beat me up, Scotty. That's the mixtape that put her on.
Classic
That
mixtape.
Future should be somewhere around there, right?
I gotta check and see which one came out in 09.
Right.
Wiz Khalifa and Currency, How Fly came out as
Another
well.
classic mixtape.
So there's some good mixtapes. Kid Cudi had a tape. Kid Cudi's debut album came out in 09 as well. Big Boy single off of that was The Day and Night. Young L.A. Ain't I?
Ain't I?
That was the last time Kid Cudi had a good song.
Don't do
Shit,
Kid Cudi
you
any
lost
kind of
your
way.
damn mind.
Kid See Ghost, goddammit. Yo Gotti, 5-star chick.
Yo, Gotti been putting in hits for a while.
That was a big record. Up until Down Into the DM, that was his biggest record. Easy. Soulja Boy, Turn My Swag On. That's a big record too. Even though y'all hate to hate it. Give Soulja Boy his props.
Yeah, Hop About the Bed, Turn My Swag On.
Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah, that
Huge
was
record.
Soulja Boy a legend. Yeah, he a legend. Don't do
Future
Soulja
didn't
Boy
really
like that.
pop off to like the year after this.
2010.
Yeah.
2011. Yeah, I see that now. The Dirty Sprite was 2011.
Yeah,
I
Dirty
thought
Sprite was
that.
2011.
Cameron Crime Pays?
Crickets. Ain't
You
that what the
like
Jay-Z disc was on that?
No.
Is that the one he dressed and make the Ronald McDonald thing?
No.
The clown
When
face?
did he? No.
No, he had a clown shooting. Yeah.
No. You just shitted on Cameron. Jesus Christ. This had a fire ass single. I don't think was it Get It in Ohio? That song was hard.
Apparently
Was
not.
it
You can't even remember
single?
something that you just
Yeah,
called fire.
I used to get it in Ohio. Don't forget
That album was trash.
Yeah, he was done. Cam was done by
done.
then, man.
There's a couple of other people that were done around this gap. Player Circle last album came out. That's when 2 Chainz was like, all right, man, I'm done with this
They
group
had a
shit.
few hits on that album.
Stop.
Is that Duffel Bag Boy?
No.
Oh, they had Duffel Bag Boy on that song?
No, that was on their first album.
Oh, yeah.
This was their second, and they were donezo. Jadakiss, The Last Kiss.
Yeah.
This year was kind of some slaw.
Slow.
Now that I'm sitting here just kind of reading this shit off.
Christ.
Eminem Relapse. Oh my God.
Joe Budden, Padded Room.
I kind of like Relapse and Patty Room. Y'all both.
Gorilla Zoe, Don't Feed
Relapse
the
was
Animals.
trash.
I
Is
like
this
it.
around the time that Nas said hip hop was dead?
Yeah, Hip Hop Was
has
Died
to be.
that came out in 08.
Yeah, but Patty Room
This
was
is
a
what
good
he
album.
was talking about this year. This nigga foreseen the
Nigga had a
future,
premonition.
nigga. That Slim Thug Boss of All Bosses okay. It had that I Run.
But you know what's funny?
Streets all night and day.
That's the album.
Oh, yeah.
That's the album that Slim Thug said he owns the masters to, and it pays for all of his bills today.
Now look, I'm gonna keep it 1,000,000 because I fuck with Slim Thug.
For sure.
I follow him on IG
Is
and
that the
all
one?
this shit. So sound like Hayden's finna come next.
Okay.
But if you talking about a year where Slim Thug charted, then you know it's a down year in hip hop. This nigga debuted at 15 on the Billboard 200, and this was 09. Like it wasn't.
Yeah.
when
This
they
was
was
after
still
the Forever
buying-
Blues album, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This one after niggas was still. I mean, this was after niggas was just buying CDs like that. He was
That's
number
true.
15, so
That's
you know it was
true.
an off year.
And this was after the Houston run was
Over.
Yeah, it was calm. It was
so
quiet.
It was slow.
So for that album to pay for all of his shit today, and if you follow Slim Thug, you know he got some fucking toys
got some
out
shit.
there.
Is this the one that had Thug from Around the Way? Thug from the Thug from.
That might have been on there. That might have been on there.
Yeah.
But it did have that I Run the Streets All Night and Day, though, which was actually banging. You know what's funny? Mike Epps' Funny Business came out. That's an album.
Is that a music album?
Yeah, when he had a couple videos with that shit. That was Duval before Duval.
Yeah,
It just
that's
didn't.
that
Out of the
It didn't
Duval,
take
right.
off like he wanted it to. And real quick, 50 Cent Before I Self-Destruct.
That was the one where he had that the song with Justin Timberlake on there.
No, that was Curtis.
What was on here? What was on here?
Nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like
This
this
one we
was
had the little Terminator eye on there,
Yes.
though, right? I remember the CD.
Ooh, and he had the movie that came with it,
Kids, don't go back to 09.
bruh.
Act like that year didn't happen.
50 was like super
What, give me,
cooked.
what was some of the songs on there?
He had Baby by Me.
It's one song.
That was
on
the
there
song
that's
that was
good,
on here.
Man, it's one song on there. He got a song with Akon on there called "Still Kill," I believe. Am I right? I think he got one on with Akon called "Still."
No,
Kill.
that was on. I think that was on Curtis.
Oh my God! If that ain't on here, then I don't know. It sure was on Curtis.
That was on Curtis.
Yeesh. I
This
don't know what
album
on
was trash.
What was this? AO Technology?
That was
Oh
on
my
Curtis
God.
as well.
Oh, that was-
You love that Curtis. God damn,
I
this nigga that name.
I was fucking with that Curtis clearly.
That shit's some slaw too.
See, I had an eventful 2009.
Yeah.
He was in and
Yeah,
out of jail.
What happened in 2009 is a lot more eventful and more entertaining than the music. If y'all want to start
Yeah,
That.
because T.I. dropped Alpha Mega from Grand Hustle. Y'all remember that whole debacle?
Yeah, when they was talking about Alpha Mega was a snitch.
Yep. I seen Alpha Mega in the mall one time.
Tech Wood said, man, y'all. I
listen.
swear I wish I
Y'all
knew
won't
the
say
name of
shit
that
Alpha Mega
thing.
about
Listen.
that in real life.
You bet not.
You better not say that.
Bet not.
I seen Alpha Mega in the mall, and he had the biggest Grand Hustle chain. This was before this. Had the biggest Grand Hustle chain around his neck.
The PSC shit?
Yeah, PSC.
Yeah.
And was daring anybody to even look at it more
Bet
than 2
not.
seconds.
Bet not, man. I'll tell
Daring
you something.
niggas.
Niggas can talk all that snitch shit about Alpha Mega they
You
want
can
to.
say whatever you want to,
But
bro.
Alpha Mega was that nigga. Straight
Actually,
up.
it's a documentary on YouTube. I do not know the name of it. Where they was talking about him. He calling him Tech Wood said. Nigga terrorized.
No, he was a real.
all down through, what is it called down there? 4th Ward, Old
He was
Ford.
a
What is that shit
real-
over through there? You know what I'm
Old
talking
4th,
about,
yeah.
man? He terrorized
He was
all
a
of that.
real
man.
crazy
Tech
street
Wood,
nigga,
all
bro.
of that shit.
Listen,
It was crazy.
Yeah,
That nigga was
That's
wishing-
how
His
it
hands,
was,
was
Grand
wishing-
his hands are so big, bro. Oh my god.
that nigga was wishing a nigga would say anything stupid out the way in the mall. I was like, this nigga look
I gotta
crazy as
find the
fuck.
name.
This is
that
the year.
documentary.
I think. Is this when they got that big fight with Shawty Lo and them and T.I. and them got that big fight at this award, a local award
Was
show.
it Ozone?
It might have been an Ozone Award.
I think that was
And that's
Ozone.
I
He
remember.
was
I
knocking niggas out.
remember I saw Alpha Mega hit a man so hard. I was like, good God.
I think that might have been before this because
was
he got
like,
dropped
niggas
in
up.
May.
Okay, it had to be, yeah.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
And then he did some. He went kind of like crazy. He jumped off. He was running from police and jumped off a building and broke his leg or some shit.
I don't know.
The name of the YouTube doc is called Meet Tech Wood Said, aka Alpha Mega. It's riveting. I swear to God, man. It's a minute and 35 minutes. I mean, hour and
minute?
35
Oh, I was about
minutes.
to say.
Yeah, hour and 35
You didn't
minutes.
sit through an hour and 35-minute
No,
documentary.
I didn't think I was.
No, that shit was good. I
I'm
saw
telling
it.
you, when you watch it, though, you're going to be like, there's no way.
I might have to check it out.
I'm telling you.
Other big news: Jay-Z leaves Def Jam.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson died. Rest in
R.I.P.
peace, Mike. He's still getting money to this day, which is still fucking nuts. Birthday bash, Plies threw 50,000 at birthday
I
bash.
remember that. I
Yep,
remember
for the
that.
Plenty Money single.
Remember, Lupe retired for the first time this year.
Man, Lupe.
It's a rap alien.
I think he.
None of your favorite rappers can fuck with Lupe. That's a fact.
That's fair, but I think he actually might be retired now. Though I don't think
He just got a new single. Just dropped a new
What?
single. Yeah, he did.
Of course.
Never mind.
Y'all
nigga.
dropped a new
remember,
single
the,
called
y'all
Hey Lupe.
remember the Soulja Boy
I was
Bow
gonna-
Wow beef.
No, we don't want to
Y'all
remember.
remember
Yeah,
that?
no, we
I
forgot
remember
that.
when Bow Wow told Soulja Boy he can fit his career in his back of his rim, in the back his back tires.
That Bow Wow said
Bow Wow
that?
said that.
Okay, that's funny. That was a good one, Bow Wow.
Lil
Jeezy
Wayne
and DJ
won.
Drama got the beefing.
And then they ended it, allegedly.
Yeah, that was early Twitter beef too. That was 09. That was like early, like niggas really wasn't just beefing on Twitter like that.
Right.
Max B got 75 years.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Big
Christ.
Avail.
Big Avail, they say he might be getting out too. They've been saying that for like 5 years.
It was supposed to be around this time.
Yeah, that's
So this is
cap.
when T.I. got caught with the guns and stuff, and they tried to say he was snitching, right?
Yeah,
No,
'cause
this is when he was getting out for that.
yeah, he got released in December for that.
Yeah, yeah.
New Jack City 2 was released on the internet. It was
What?
released.
What?
Y'all remember New Jack City 2?
No.
Bow Wow's album?
Oh, I'm about to say, yeah,
Oh.
Bow Wow had an album. I was about to say,
I
you
thought you
know,
in the movie. I'm like, what?
he got me. I'm like, nigga, what?
That's funny as shit.
Bow Wow signed with Cash Money this year too.
Well, no.
He
way.
signed in August.
Well, Ludacris signed Little Scrappy this year.
Man, it's quiet, y'all.
Man, 2009 was a rough. See how far hip hop has came in 10 years, but at
How
the end
far
of the
it's
year
come,
preview,
yeah.
I don't want to step on that. I think that 2019 was pretty quiet as well, though.
Yeah, it is low key.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
as quiet as this. Not as quiet as Gorilla Zoe.
Thing happens
coming out.
Thing happened in 10s. I don't know, man. If you got niggas like Freddie Gibbs talking about they got the album of the year,
Nigga, then it's a fire ass year.
Pretty
motherfucker.
quiet year out
You
here,
flexing.
man.
Hell
Freddie
is you
Gibbs.
talking
I'm just
about?
saying,
Album is fire.
bro.
The hate again. Hate is back.
50 Cent did drop the 50 of Law, which is a fire ass book in September of
That
2009.
is a great book.
2009. That's
That
a
is
fire book.
Great book.
And Shine got out.
Great book, my ass.
Nah,
How you
that
like
book
that book?
dope as fuck. You ain't like that?
It's okay. It's not great.
That shit good, dog.
You're not a fan of Robert Greene? Like, what's your
No, I like
Beef.
Robert Green, but
just because we said it was great?
y'all
Yeah,
call
yeah.
every
Oh,
hip hop book
nah,
great.
nah. You had to go against
Y'all
the
call
grain.
Gucci Man book great. Y'all call
I
Rick
didn't
Ross
read
book
it.
great.
Nigga,
Rick
if the
Ross
book
book was
good,
dope.
the book good.
That's
Good
true.
and
We
great.
want me
are
to tell you a
different
bad
things.
book that I've read?
Good and I mean, you don't have to.
Okay.
I mean, but
So
good.
what's your fucking point?
But good, yeah.
I don't get it.
Obviously, you don't. The point is that great is thrown around too loosely.
No,
Great.
Those
it
are
wasn't
great
a
books,
book.
though.
In my opinion, it wasn't a great book.
Oh, okay,
Everybody,
Great
y'all
book.
read the 50 of Law.
because that's a great book.
Yeah, this is great. I don't know what he's talking
There's
about.
nothing great about it.
Oh yeah, Shine got out in October, and we ain't seen that nigga since.
He went home, right?
Yeah, he recorded a couple
Belize.
joints, and then he got the fuck out of there. Got deported to Belize.
That's a terrible ass album he recorded
Y'all
in
ain't
jail.
finna skip this. Snoop Dogg joins the Nation of Islam.
Nobody knew
Like,
that.
do y'all remember this?
I don't believe it.
I don't believe that either.
Right here on Wikipedia, Snoop Dogg joins the Nation of Islam.
He did drop that. He dropped that Malice in Wonderland that year too.
That's funny as shit.
You ain't like that album? You just don't like nothing today. God damn.
Malice in Wonderland? No.
Yeah, what was wrong with that?
No, Snoop. I haven't liked a Snoop album since fucking Doggy Style.
Wow.
That's fact. Well, Dogfather was
Wait,
decent.
do y'all remember this? BET has expressed remorse over performance by Lil Wayne, Drake, and Young Money Entertainment that involved underage girls during the song "Best I Ever Had." And every girl, I do not remember that.
Damn.
Every girl in the world. That's when that Young Money compilation was supposed
That
to
Young
come
Money compilation came out that year. Yeah, that birthed a couple of stars, a star or two.
Kids can dance, right?
Yeah.
Y'all don't remember Dipset UN?
I do remember that.
Where the nigga had the people from London and shit.
Yep, I do remember that.
That's funny, man.
And you could probably thank Dame Dash for that idea.
This was a rough year. Joe Budden was attacked by Raekwon.
He got one attack, got punched in the fucking mouth.
Yeah, I remember that. Raekwon came out that year
Backstage.
Jesus
What you mean came out?
Christ.
too. He dropped the album.
Oh, yeah. Only Love for Cuban Links Part 2. That actually was a good album.
I don't believe it.
That
You don't like Raekwon?
Nah.
That was
Oh,
a good album.
No, I don't believe it.
Lil
You don't
Boosie
like-
got 4 years.
Raekwon can rap his ass off. Flex.
Dom Kennedy dropped, though. He dropped this second tape this
Yeah,
year.
West.
Yeah, and that was the last time he was relevant.
No, he wasn't.
Um,
Dom stayed relevant. That's why everybody knows Dom to this day.
Looking back, man, 09 is rough.
Rough, you're right.
Not
there,
gonna
man.
lie, Nas was on to something when he said hip hop was dead.
Hip hop was
He said that before.
deader.
Yeah, he said it in 08. He was on to something because this year right here
Took
was
it a
quiet.
long to do. It would take like 2-3
I
years.
like if I like more than 4 albums from this year, it's not that bad.
What?
Yeah.
365 days out of the year, you like 4
said I like
albums?
I said like more than
albums.
4.
You like one a season?
That OJ
more
the
than
Juice
4. I
Man.
said one more than 4.
That OJ the Juice Man, the other side of the trap, was in heavy rotation for you.
No. Clips album was in heavy rotation. I like Loso's Way a lot.
2.
So Far Gone was
3.
fire.
We ain't
No
talking
Ceilings
mixtapes.
was
We talking about albums.
No Ceilings was fire.
Then we talking
I
about
like,
albums.
of course, I like Blueprint 3.
3.
Rick
I
Ross
told
Deep in
you,
the Rap.
Getting
Yeah, Deep in the
slim.
Rap. Told you I like
4.
that. And I like Padded Room, and I like Relapse.
Relapse.
Padded Room in there.
Listen.
Wow.
Joe Budden Padded Room was a good album.
This nigga threw Padded Room
Joe Budden Padded
and
Room was a
an
good
M. Ain't that the worst Eminem album?
Not to me.
Eminem will tell you this album's some slaw.
I like certain stuff. I was listening to Relapse.
Get to that finish line. For
Nah,
them
there's
4
no finish
albums,
line.
bro. Like,
I named more than 4. You stopped counting.
yeah,
Maybe
because
you
you
couldn't count
bullshit.
more.
You know that
That's a national education. I don't know.
Nah, because you're not counting them.
I
And you
just
know
did.
that, bro. You like you. There's
I
no
like
way
Padded
you
Room.
telling me that Eminem album.
Padded
is
Room
an
had about
album.
4
Padded
songs
Room was
on
a
it.
good album.
The Joe, but
It had about 4 songs on it. Max.
So if you're telling me that an album with 4 songs made your top 5 for
4
that
songs to
year,
him. 4 songs to him. I like the
you
whole,
just
whole
agree
album.
with him.
No, I didn't say it's 4 songs to him.
Name a song off that album.
Man,
One.
that's-
That's one.
Man,
Or do me one better and name a song off of Eminem.
that Relapse.
Off the
One.
the
Just
Relapse.
one. Yeah, one.
Man, Relapse was a good album.
One
the
one
Pill
song.
I like the song with the Pill song.
Just name it.
First of
I don't know
all,
off the top of my head.
Thank you.
That doesn't mean it wasn't
For
good.
the
You couldn't
shit.
name Boosie, your favorite rapper. You couldn't even name the song.
That's
I
a
asked you
mixtape
about.
song. You had one bar. You hit me with the Al Bundy.
Oh my god.
You
You missed 2 Boosie songs. You was like, oh, that's not the album that came out this year. This was his first album.
To be in my
Yeah.
defense.
Oh, okay. You can have
These
a
are
defense.
mixtape songs, so you ain't looking at mixtape
Oh
titles.
my. Okay.
that's true.
You just told me that these
What
albums
was
were your
mixtape songs?
favorite of 09.
What-
The movies,
Boosie.
the lines that you're quoting are from mixtapes.
The line.
I'm asking you about your favorite albums from 09.
No, but you misquoted Boosie's first. You said this is the first Boosie album.
Yeah, I
that-
did. I made a
Okay,
mistake.
No difference.
We all make
No
that.
difference.
The
Yes,
Eminem
it's
song.
moving
With,
right
big-
along.
It's a very big difference.
Moving right along.
the Eminem song with the pills could be any one of his albums.
Pick a year.
So are you even sure?
Oh, the
yeah.
Eminem
Oh,
song
y'all
where he
just
talking
go-
about his mom.
No, that's not it.
Pick a year, nigga.
He talking about his mom on that one.
Just
on that one
admit this
album.
year was some slaw. That's what this
It was
whole
decent.
thing is.
was
No,
decent.
it wasn't.
If
nigga.
we not gonna lie, if we ranked the hip hop years, which may be coming soon because that's kind of lit, this would be toward. I don't even got to look at none of the
You talking
other
about just
years.
the individually,
Quality
like
of
2001, 2002, 2003. And
Quality of music. 09 is probably going to be in the bottom 3.
No, I give. Because it's a lot of good years in hip hop. So I can't argue with that.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, and that's actually kind of dope. Don't steal that idea. Nice try. We're gonna come with that.
Complex working on that right now.
Exactly.
As soon as they heard this, they watermarking.
Y'all let us know.
They watermarking.
They watermarking
Man, what?
the spot.
Y'all let us know about 2009. What were some of your favorite projects? Are we underrating the year? What are we
did
sleeping
forget?
on?
Y'all give us a good 2009 story that you thought we should have hit on an album that we missed, because I'm not seeing it.
It's quiet. What music break we got, my guy?
Blueprint 3 fucked up.
Blueprint 3 is cool.
And the warm up. I forget about the warm up. The warm up
was nice.
Yeah.
Mixtapes were better than albums.
That's a fact.
That's a
Yeah.
fact.
But the Clips album was fire.
That's a good album. That's a good album.
Song number 2 for today is Rod Wave featuring Kevin Gates, Cuban Links.
Let's hear it. Man, that was Rod Wave featuring Kevin Gates. Cuban Link. How you feel about it?
Great verses by Kevin Gates, man.
Kevin Gates ripped it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into the Rod Wave kid. Kevin Gates produced his album, executive produced it. So I'm interested to see what it sounds like. But I'm fucking with Kevin Gates on here.
I thought this song was dope. Rod Wave is giving me Derez Deshaun vibes a little bit. He kind of sounds like him a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
that's
he
the
the
only
same
thing.
body type? Because you try to throw that on.
Yeah, that's too. They
knew
very
it.
similar husky niggas.
Oh,
do
my
that, man.
God,
Just because the
man.
nigga husky, bro. Don't
They
do
sounded
that.
like, but that's not a bad thing. I thought the song was fire. So I this one made me check out his project though. He
Yeah.
just dropped some new shit, didn't he?
Called Ghetto Gospel. It just came out.
Where is he from?
I
don't know.
I forgot.
I don't
where
know.
Rod Wave
I
from.
ain't see.
I don't know, but that song is fire though.
Yeah.
Gates' verse really wasn't all that to me. Do I need to run that back?
Yes,
Yeah, you do.
All right.
absolutely.
Gates is in town tonight too. Coca-Cola Roxy.
Yeah. Rod Wave is from St. Petersburg, Florida. St. Pete.
St. Pete.
Would y'all go to a Gates show?
I mean, I would.
Yeah.
Y'all were hesitating like a motherfucker.
I like Gates.
Kevin Gates, he makes good music. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate that he's as abstract as he is. He can't get a lot of press.
Yeah.
But he makes
He
great
does
music.
great for him not to get as much press.
Yeah, he make a lot of sales, but I mean, he could be
He was on
star
sneaker shopping today.
I watched that.
Kevin Gates. He had a good interview with It's the Real.
I'll listen to the I ain't listened to that yet. I listened to his first tape, that kind of blew up not too long, that Luca
Luca
Brasi.
Brasi was
I listened to that a couple weeks ago, and that motherfucker was fire. And I thought he was going to be bigger than where he is. Not to say that he's failed or anything like that. I thought he was going to be bigger than where he was at. I looked at him like a street Drake when I
That's
first
what
heard
we
that
thought.
album.
Yeah, when he first
I
came out.
actually think he's overachieved.
Really?
He putting up 100,000.
He moving units.
I thought he could make like slick like pop shit and everything. Like I thought he could do all
He had
kinds of
that
shit.
personality.
Dog.
I think he was headed there before he went to jail, right?
He had that
think so,
personality.
too.
Yeah, he was
had a
headed.
personality.
No, he doesn't. They know. People know that now. I don't think they knew that, but I don't think they knew that before he went to jail.
With all that being said, I wouldn't be called dead at the Kevin Gates show.
No,
Why?
I knew he had a person.
It's gonna be all white people.
You think so?
Yeah.
What's that song he talk about beating
Ain't
up
no ratchet people
beating up his
doing
girlfriend?
this.
Supposed to love you.
Yeah.
I knew he didn't have that personality when that song came out.
Yeah, that any shot he had it crossing over, he killed it with that. All right, man. Before we get out of
To
here,
be fair, now he
what's that?
treats his lady very well.
Yeah,
Like,
shout
I
out
used to
Gates.
bang that song. That song was hard. I ain't gonna lie. They got an altercation. It happens.
you need to get some help.
yeah, right, exactly.
Get help.
And nigga got that on his playlist and shit.
Yeah, supposed to love you was hard. Yeah, I'm playing.
Before we get out of here, man, question of the day. T.I. He took the Breakfast Club to clarify the order of his top 50 list. Hopefully, this is the last top 50 list talk of the year. Now, if you recall, he had Tupac number 1 and Jay-Z number 2. So when asked why he didn't have Hove as the GOAT and his number 1, he said because Tupac's impact was bigger than Jay-Z's, and Jay-Z has a cheat code. He's been around for longer. Do you buy his explanation?
Sort of, because that makes a lot of sense. And also just understanding the personality of T.I. just a little bit. Not saying I know the guy, but I feel like that he looks at Jay-Z as more of a contemporary. And he would put Pac there because that's somebody that wasn't right there as far as him. You know what I'm saying? Like
True.
he
to
was
Pac.
right there on the tails of Jay-Z's
He was
career
okay.
and feel like that I could have been as big had a few unfortunate circumstances not came my way.
Right.
So I put him at 2 because I almost could have achieved that. I feel like.
Well,
I may be reaching there, but
Nah, people have compared him to Jay in a way of being like a down south
Right.
Jay-Z because of how he carries himself, not only on the mic but also outside of it with business ventures and stuff. Listen, I buy it, but listen, on my list, Jay is number 1. Period. Pac influence obviously was massive, but then again, he also has, like we talked about earlier, he had the fortune to pass away. So now the impact that he had is now magnified.
Fortune to pass away?
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Jesus
Like
Christ.
he's passed away. So like looking back at it, of course his shit. We just talked about what happens when do you see Elvis is making fucking $70 million now?
Why ain't Pac on that list?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Or
I don't know.
Or Easy. Like, why don't people like that?
That's a good question. Maybe they further down past 12.
But it seems
because
like
they're not making the money.
Well, it seems like there would be a lot. Well, I'm not asking literally.
Right.
You would think if Marilyn Monroe is doing 30, that Pac is a more popular.
No.
He ain't more popular
Than Marilyn Monroe?
I'm asking.
60 years later?
He should be.
No.
You don't think Pac should
y'all
be?
know how many white people exist in America? I'm confused.
You do realize the most popular.
And I understand that,
music
but that
in
doesn't matter
America.
overall when it comes to Marilyn Monroe and Elvis. Those people still alive. They still love that shit.
No, they're
People
dead.
love
They're
Pac, too.
dead.
No, I'm talking about their fans. Yeah.
People love Pac.
fans are still alive.
Apparently not as much.
Yeah, that's why I would just think that those people would at least round out the top 10.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I
The
don't know.
whole T.I. thing, and first of all, he didn't go on the Breakfast Club just for this. He was asked this question.
Nobody
Number
said
one.
he did.
No, he alluded to that.
No,
Number one.
He said he was asked
What in the
on the
world?
Breakfast Club, bro.
If you run it back, you hear what he said.
Hey, y'all let me know if anybody
Not
thought
what he
that T.I. was only
He
on the
said he
Breakfast
took
Club
for some reason to clarify this.
Breakfast Club called T.I. to
Yeah.
talk about his top 50 list.
Yeah,
Absolutely
That's
not.
not why he
T.I.
was there. That's not why he was there.
But we appreciate that clarification.
I agree with Tip. I agree with his reasons. Jay-Z is definitely number one on my list. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Pac is probably number 4 on my list, 3 or 4. Biggie, I have Biggie ahead of him as well.
Hell no.
Just because of the lyric. I think as MC, Biggie was better than Pac.
Oh, well,
and I think
yes.
Jay-Z is better than Pac as an MC. So as far as rapping go,
You think Jay-Z raps better than Big?
You said you had Pac 4th?
3 or 4.
Do you think Jay-Z raps better than Big? So then that just killed your argument then.
What you mean?
Because you had Big
Yeah.
over Pac because you said he rapped better.
Yes. How's that kill my argument? I think
Jay-Z
Jay-Z had a
rap?
more chance to prove. Yes.
Does
In my opinion, Jay-Z's number 1.
rap better than Big?
Yeah. Number 1. Jay-Z's number 1.
You hesitated when I asked that earlier. Now you got to say yes.
Because you
Because he's number 1. Jay-Z's number 1 because of his lyrical ability and his longevity. Pac
sure.
and Biggie were around the same amount of time. Biggie rapped better than Pac. What don't you understand about it?
Biggie had 2 albums.
He rapped better than Pac. He's a better MC.
Who had the bigger impact?
Is that the tiebreaker? Who rap better?
For me, it is. For a rap list. He rapped like Biggie did shit with
Listen,
words
I think-
Pac could never do. With flows he could never do.
I think it's
No one would
the
debate that.
list should be artists, not rappers.
That's your opinion.
I agree.
No,
my,
just-
my opinion.
If you want to be
If you want a
able
real
to
list.
quantify it,
Yeah.
right? Because if you're talking about rappers, niggas gonna start talking about Black Thought and Most Def. and
Cannabis.
That's cool.
No
Those
one- no one's
niggas
gonna say
can rap. But do they deserve to be on the top 100 list would be the question. I think Stephen A. Smith alluded to this, saying that he didn't see a place for a hip-hop debate show because there's no quantifiable things.
Yeah, there's no
There are
rings.
quantifiable things.
There's no stats.
Yeah, we talked about this
Yeah.
a little bit earlier. When I was on another podcast this weekend, we talked about this. But I believe that you have to quantify it. So
I disagree with Stephen A. Smith when he said that too.
Well, you would.
Obviously,
As we have a
because
hip hop debate show.
exactly. Because if I didn't think this shit could pop, then I wouldn't be doing it.
And shout out to is the mic still on and the Dead End guys because we talked about this and I don't want to step on that. But since we're talking about it and we're here, do you think that Stephen A. said that because I think that he hasn't seen a hip hop debate show. Like he has no idea that hip hop debate shows exist.
Oh,
I don't think so.
He's not of this culture.
I mean, but people could say he had a point.
Yeah, if they didn't know about hip hop.
No, I mean, you just like this argument, I'm gonna put Jay-Z first. Some people are gonna put Pac first. It's no determination.
and some people put LeBron first, and some people put
I was
Jordan
just about to
first.
say,
There's
so
no
what's the difference when you
determination.
put Joe Montana
Well, I said the same
and
thing
Tom
when he
Brady
said
first?
that, but I'm saying what he's saying is valid on both ends. That's why I was surprised that he
I
said
think what he's saying that he's saying.
I think he was ignorant to the fact that it exists.
I'm saying there's two things can be right at once. Him saying that there's no measuring stick like sports has a measuring stick with rings and chips. Yes, that's correct. Him saying you can't have a debate show because of that is
wrong.
false.
It's incorrect, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
I disagree with the whole premise of you don't have measuring sticks because there are quantifiable things in hip hop.
record
You can
sold.
go by record sales. You can go by bars. I mean, they got fucking
But bars are
tweets.
opinion things, though.
But they got tweets
That's not
that can tell you
quantifiable.
how efficient bars are as far as what you're talking about and how many words per minute. People are impressed by those things.
That's
you
true.
shrug it off. But if
I'm
we're
not. I just told you Biggie could do stuff with flows. Pac
right.
can't.
So if we're talking about things that are quantifiable and people are impressed by these things, then those are the things that Stephen
I
A.
don't-
Smith may be ignorant to.
Yeah.
for sure. And like you said, sales and all that bullshit too.
So
Like, you count sales heavy when it comes to Aubrey.
We can go in any category with Aubrey.
And Kanye.
Any category, my guy.
Kanye
Which one you want to do?
Kanye doesn't write his raps.
Shout out to that Jesus
Disqualified.
King. I was listening to Jesus King all weekend.
That's impossible.
Tough. I need to go see the movie.
Have a rough weekend. You should.
That's true. But I also need to go see the movie though. And
That's
plus,
the only time you can listen to that all weekend.
yeah, it's undefeated. On Decker of the Week, shout out to our guy Big Jeff. He was in FSP Jeff. He put up a great poll question in the Realville group chat. I need answers.
I missed this.
Which version of I Need a Girl is better? Part 1 or part 2?
Part 2.
I said the same
It
thing.
ain't even
What?
close.
Part 2
I'm
is
going part one
fire.
every time.
Really?
Shout out to J Hove. You know, so he said part 1 too.
Part 2
one,
banging. The beat banging. That's banging.
I like part
You
1.
gonna do the dance soon
With
as
the
that come
Timbs
on,
and
dude.
everything?
With the Timbs?
Yeah,
You gotta do the dance with the
Right
Timbs.
Did you put the poll up? Who won?
No, it's still going on.
Oh, it's
So we also, y'all will hear this. It'll still be going on. Go to OndeckTV podcast on IG and vote which I Need a Girl is better, part 1 or part 2. The answer's part 2. Where they at on it right now?
50 just went up. Oh, damn. 55 to 45. I Need a Girl part 2.
It's close. It's close though.
Yeah.
It's close because part 1 is banging.
Part
Make
1
no
is definitely
mistake.
banging.
All right, before we get out of here, man, what new music do we have to look forward to this weekend?
Yes, this weekend. Well, first let's start with last week. We had your boy, you guys, man, from Griselda.
Westside Gun.
Westside Gun came out with Hitler Wears Her Mask 7.
Album color fire.
Did
you listen to that album, though?
The album cover
I ain't
himself?
listened to it yet. Yeah, I like that.
Balenciaga coat?
Yeah, I like it.
It's cool.
Coat killing.
Yeah, the go hard.
It's label horror all over it. Ghetto Cowboy Yellow Wolf came out.
That's got some beats on them.
Yes.
It's Cub on it.
Yeah, he ripped it too.
I need
Yeah,
to
we
listen to that.
We just mentioned Rod Wave, Ghetto Gospel, Gangstar. Shout out to Sean Wash. Gangstar came out one of the best yet. Your boy Stally came out, Reflection of Self. And that's about it.
Shout out to Stolly, man.
This week we got coming out that boy Reese LaFleur. Shout out to Reese LaFleur. He was on that Dreamville album. Final Fantasy. Your boy Dave East, Survival, coming out.
Ooh,
I'm interested to see what that sound like.
Yeah.
interesting title.
Yeah.
Survival. Dave East been through a lot.
I think
Has he?
Nas is
asking you.
executive
I
producing
don't think
this.
so.
Oh, Nas executive producer?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to check it out. Just off the strength. Yeah,
Good
for
luck
sure.
with that shit.
Anything else? That's
Hey,
it?
good
That's
luck
it.
with that.
Jesus
what I got.
Christ. We
French
battling with
Montana is supposed to
09.
come out. Oh, French Montana called Montana's coming out on the
Oh,
9th.
man, that didn't help.
That's super
I
skill.
know how I feel about French Montana.
That did not
He
help.
cannot rap.
French Montana's some slaw. I'm surprised nobody dropped anything for Halloween last week. Usually, every year you get about 3 Halloween projects. People do surprise drops, and everybody skip that.
People been on coast mode this year.
That's true.
They
Like,
have.
people been on coast.
What you got on deck for the weekend?
What is this weekend, man? It's fucking cold. It's getting cold outside. I don't really think I have a lot of plans, man.
It's not that cold.
Yeah, it's cold to me.
Hoodie season, baby. It was freezing in Nashville. I'm not even gonna
Shit. Nothing much, man. What you got up?
lie.
Jesus.
I'm
Nothing
thinking this is my weather. This is my type of weather right here.
For sure. I love it.
Yeah, I do. I fuck with this. I'm gonna be at St. John is gonna be here. I want to go to that show Saturday.
We're going to make that happen.
Where
Are
is
you-
it at?
I don't remember.
Behind that preposition.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember.
Behind what?
But it's somewhere now. You know how that shit. It's at one of the popular little 3 or 4 spots. That
I wish it was at the Roxy.
Man, little brother came this past week, man.
Yeah, somebody else told me
Man,
that.
I missed that, man.
yeah, that's a super skip. Schoolboy
It's gonna be at
Q
the
was
Loft Center Stage.
the loft. Ah, yeah, I'm in there. That shit small as fuck, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
I'm in there.
That might rock, though.
Schoolboy Q is in town this weekend too. He is going to be at the Roxy the same night as St. John.
Dang, that's going to be a good show, too.
Yeah,
I like the Roxy. The Roxy's a better venue.
Who gonna be here the same night as St. John?
Schoolboy.
Oh man,
But I don't know if I like the album like that though.
I don't.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's just some cool. That Crash Talk
St. John
just
album
look
is
cool.
fire.
St. John album is dope, so I'm gonna fuck with that shit. I'm gonna go to his show. Are you going? What we gonna do, man?
Like I said, yeah, we're
Goddamn.
going to make that happen.
All right, fair enough. Y'all heard it here first, guys.
Yeah,
He
we're
said he was
be
gonna
there.
go.
We're going.
What you got on deck other than showing me up?
Now, I'm going to go to the St. John show as well. I also have a get-together to go to on Saturday before that. That's about it.
y'all ain't going nowhere.
Exactly.
No,
Man, I
mine's
drunk too
midday.
much. Huh?
Midday. It's like 3. We're good.
All
The
right.
Kings play the Hawks Friday. I may check that out.
The Kings?
Yeah,
Well, the Kings like 1-8.
good. Maybe the Hawks will win.
Tickets
a
gonna
game.
be stupid.
Maybe
cheap.
the Hawks will win a game.
And
where I
Trey
can get
Young
in
out.
for
That's some
cheap.
slaw.
Trey, he's still going to be
Trey
out?
Young hurt.
Yeah, he hurt.
Yeah, that's some slaw.
But he should be back. Oh, he's supposed to be back by the Is it this week or
Hey,
next week?
y'all wake me when he get back, because I'm
Yeah,
not going to
because I went to the Hawks home opener. That was lit. He was killing.
Yeah, he was all right.
The
Yeah,
Bucks,
beat Detroit.
the Bucks will be here the 20th. Yeah,
I already seen Greek Freak, though.
we did go see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you going to see him once?
Yeah, that's it. I don't need to see him again.
What?
I'm good. Hey, man, y'all do us a favor. Go to youtube.com/OndeckTV podcast and watch this. If you just got through listening, you could have watched it. Matter of fact, now that you're done listening, go to YouTube and watch it anyway. And give us a thumbs up, leave a comment. We'd appreciate it.
And they have a share button on YouTube where you can send it to your friend and say, hey, have you seen this podcast? Word of mouth is great. We love it.
I like that, man.
Is that how you share it with your
That's how
friends?
you share it. You don't click that little
Hey,
thing
have you
right
seen this
there.
podcast?
Hey, have you seen this
Button
podcast?
right there.
It's fucking fantastic.
Absolutely.
Man. These guys are great.
Hey, man, we'd appreciate that. And iTunes, please leave a comment, rate, and subscribe.
Go to
5 stars.
realviewmedia.com also and contact us. Let us know what you do, man. You can join the squad. Internships are open now.
Ooh, we'll see y'all next week.
We
Peace.
do Hayes.